Hey Gemini, and welcome to your January 2021 love reading, quick love reading. This could apply to your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Please keep in mind that the messages can always apply vice versa, and that these messages are meant to be predictive. They may not be. Some of you may be going through this or recently did, but I do set the intention for it to be predictive. So if it's vibing with you but not quite, maybe check back in a couple weeks or check out your other natal placements in order to gain little tidbits of information that may be relevant to your current romantic situation. Alright, so one of the songs that had fallen out was Lithium by Nirvana. The year of 1991 may be important to you. I feel like when I reflect on the song by Nirvana, it's like there might be something like now I'm here and you're hot, then you're cold. It's like almost like extreme emotional spectrums in this relationship. Like 1 minute it's hot, passionate, next minute it's like cold, somebody's being ignored or ghosted, next minute somebody's like trying to freaking beat you with a baseball bat. And mind you, this could be a Gemini towards somebody else or somebody else towards the Gemini. And then a Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Taylor, 1983. Somebody may have left, went scooting down the road. Doesn't have to be that they left, but it's like almost as if it's like day and night with this person emotionally, possibly. Here I Go Again by Whitesnake, 1987. Somebody may like to sit in a place of being lukewarm with you sometimes, so that it's like they don't ever fully end it, but they don't ever fully commit to it. And then Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba, 1997. So this song, if I remember correctly, a lot of the lyrics were like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down. He takes a whiskey drink, he takes a vodka drink. So somebody may be drinking a lot, or somebody may have a drinking problem, or maybe these extremes happen when they're drinking. It's like everything's docile and slow, and then boom, you're having some kind of manic episode. Either you are or the person you're dealing with is. So the first Lenormand card you have is the Tree, which is number 5, which could be a Leo, doesn't have to be, but it could relate to 5th house issues of lovers, creativity, gambling, and speculation. The Tree is indicative of long-term situations, something that's been going on for a long time. You think about the tree, the roots. In order for the tree to thrive and it to be a full-grown tree like depicted in this picture, it's very rooted. And it's fixated, or it is permanency. So this may be a long-term connection. It could be a long-term friend connection. Or the actions within this relationship are affecting many different facets of your life. It could be that the drama going back and forth between fighting to the passionate lovemaking and all that stuff is causing issues with you being able to concentrate at work and so forth. Or it could be that it's a long-term friend who is coming back from the past, or somebody that's been had quite the effect on you, or you did them, and they're coming back. And this time it's going to take root, where last time maybe it didn't have an opportunity to do so. So then this can also relate to the 7 of Hearts in cartomancy, which can mean lovesick, someone's interest in you is unreliable, or that you have a partner or a friend that is unreliable and will let you down. So this may be a long-term friendship or a long-term partnership that has repeatedly let you down. Maybe this person has cheated on you a lot, or vice versa, or they are going to come to you. Maybe you guys have been friends for a while, and this person is leaving their other person in order to, come try you out. But be careful, because if they're still going through heartbreak or something of that sort, they need more time, because I don't think they're quite ready to reciprocate a deeply emotional connection, and it could, sour a good friendship. Could. Alright, so then the next card is the Lilies, number 30, that breaks down to a 3, which could be another Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but the third house issues do have a lot to do with communication and information intelligence, immediacy, siblings, your community, neighborhood. So you may be getting some kind of communication coming in quite quickly. The Lilies itself can represent somebody that's older than you, something that's sensual, it's sex-driven, somebody who has is experienced in bed. It could relate to enjoyment. It's like savoring the moments that you have together. The Lilies card is represented by the King of Spades in cartomancy, and that can be also an authoritative man who may create trouble in a relationship. So it's almost like bipolar opposites in some of these cards when you look at the Lenormand to the cartomancy. But it is kind of giving me a fuller view of the possible emotional and manifested spectrum of your connections. I do believe you may have more than one connection, or the person you're dealing with has more than one connection. It's almost as if whoever it is in the situation has a partner of which they literally probably get into knockout, dragouts, and fights, and they have a friend who's been supportive that they've been falling in love with, but the addiction of the abuse or the abusive connection has kept them from coming towards you. So this King of Spades could be a widower or divorced, maybe over the age of 35, right around the age of 35, may have dark brown or black hair and dark brown eyes. This person is powerful, or is ambitious to become powerful, and can be arrogant and deceptive. The next Lenormand card we have here is the Dog, which breaks down to a 9. Could be Sagittarius. So this could be somebody that's foreign, somebody that is that travels a lot, may travel overseas if they're military or something of that sort. Somebody may be codependent upon another person, because the Dog means, it's obvious, it's like a long-term friend, a loyal friend. But when I think of a dog, I also think about somebody who's codependent to thrive. So somebody may discard you like they don't need you, but really they do need you, because until they've replaced you or your person, they feel as though they don't like rejection. So don't you dare leave them first. Or don't you person dare leave them first to go find somebody else. It's like they're cool with leaving if they found somebody else to love or be emotionally involved with. But if their partner were to do that before they had a chance to do that, all hell would break loose. Somebody may come back with the tail between their legs, saying that they're so sorry for the way that they had treated you, and they're so sorry and they promise that they'd never be physically abusive again, or they never say those hurtful words to you again. But this is a reoccurring issue, and so it's caused some sort of really bad instability, emotional security in somebody else. And it's literally become a toxic, almost similar to a drug addiction. Somebody who literally may be coming back to love bomb. So be aware of that if it's you who's dealing with an abusive partner. But see, there seems like there's somebody who's abusive here, and then there's somebody here that is a good friend or is a good choice. So it does look like there's going to have to be a choice made. The Heart breaks down to a 6, could be a Virgo, doesn't have to be. This could be somebody you work with or somebody you had done some work with. Met during a project. It doesn't have to be those things. There may be a romantic infatuation going on. Somebody may be wearing rose-colored glasses, so be aware of that. There is a connection here, but don't, go from, jumping from the frying pan to the fire. because you want to hurry up and escape something that was abusive. And if this is somebody coming into you, be careful that they're not doing that. There may be a tendency to love bomb. They may love bomb, buy you a big gift, all of a sudden start showing you off, all of a sudden they know your name. I was hearing, say my name, say my name. So, yeah, be careful. You could be dealing with somebody who's coming in with a light to fair colored skin, light fair to medium skin complexion, light brown hair, blue or hazel eyes. You may be younger, or this person may be younger, is a good friend, or is a close friend, could be a long lost friend that pops up out of nowhere. Now be careful, because it's either you that's dealing with two people, one that's abusive and the other one that's a friend, or this person who's coming in is dealing with you as a friend and they have an abuser. And see, the thing is they're not over the abuser. So don't let them abuse you because they haven't healed from their abuse. So then we have pain and pleasure, which is the devil. It could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo. It could be something to do with having some kind of oppression at work. It is limitations, unethical principles, greed and codependency, addictions, restrictions. And then we have Enigma, which is, I believe, the High Priestess. It could be a Pisces or an Aquarius. You may be receiving counsel or guidance, or it may be that your own wisdom or intuitive abilities is helping you connect the dots in this situation. Then we have the Three of Water, which is the second decan of Cancer. You could be dealing with Cancer, or you could be dealing with home environment issues, traditions, or the ending of something. Or the dates between July 2nd to the 12th may be significant, whether it be somebody's birth date or something significant had happened over those months or will be. So it's like, what is coming together? It seems like there may be something else that's breaking apart in order to metamorphosize into a new connection. But we do have a 3, so be careful, because there could be a third party involved in the situation. It doesn't have to be. The 3 to me is also indicative of friends and reunions. So, healing, resolution, alliances, blessed coincidences, mutual support and sharing. So then we have the key. There's something going to present itself that may have seemed to be lost before. So it may be a door that you tried to force open before, or they did, that is now open. And then we have the Hippogriff. And this is that people have been perceiving you, or you've been perceiving somebody else incorrectly because of depression or exterior stimulants, or, let's say like silent abuse, reactive abuse been going on, and it's time for a change. It's time to release and let go of that stuff. All right, so for your blind spot cards, I'm going to go over those just real quick. I just got to find the book, sorry. For your blind spot cards, we have number 47, which is it does break down to an 11. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or it could be something to do with friends, society, network, social activities, and discoveries. But, so number 47 is looking to the outside. If you have drawn this, you are looking to the outside when you should be looking for answers within. And please remember, this could be you or somebody that you're going to be dealing with. It is very likely, if you have drawn this, that you are currently looking to everything else to make a decision or to know what is right. You are being quick to assume that people around you know what you do not know, and you are quick to emulate them as a result. Having sense of self versus other is part of participating in the physical dimension. The individual perspective and experience is what currently is serving the expansion of the universe. You struggle with boundaries. This is a line that uniquely defines your personal happiness, your personal feelings, your personal thoughts, your personal integrity, your personal desires, your personal needs, and therefore, most importantly, your personal truth from the rest of the universe. Personal truth cannot be defined by anyone other than you, because no one can step into your body and think and feel and desire for you. Developing boundaries is a crucial part of finding and then expressing your true self. It is a crucial part of making the decisions that is right for you personally. Sometimes we need to stop being defiant and respect the validity of perspectives of people who are experts, people who know more than we do about something. This is not that moment. You're being called to march to the beat of your own drum. You're being called to become aware of or heed your own mind and your own feelings and your own sense of knowing, even if it contradicts what other people are thinking, saying, or doing. Stop relying on the cues you are receiving from your environment. And then we have number 7, which could relate to Libra. It doesn't have to. Or partnerships, enemies, legal matters, one-on-one relationships. So number 7 is meaning. You have assigned a meaning to this situation or experience that is part of this situation, that is not the actual meaning of the experience or situation. People search for a way of interpreting the implication of every experience in their lives. Seeking out the meaning of experiences is an advanced form of consciousness, but as we all know too well, there are pitfalls to advancement. The ability to derive meaning in both something that sets our species apart as an evolved and rapidly expanding facet of consciousness, as well as what causes us to self-destruct. The quality of our experience is flavored by one thing, that is the meaning that we assign to the experience. It is critical to recognize that there is a difference between what actually happens and the meaning of what happens. Meaning does not inherently exist in a situation. It is the interpretation, and it is an interpretation, and it is best not to confuse interpretation with truth. If meaning does not inherently exist in an experience, we must assign it to experience, and then we mistake the event and the meaning of the event for the same thing. If you have drawn this, the painful meaning you assign to this situation, or to an experience that is part of this situation, was never the actual meaning of the situation or the experience. What you must consider is that you've been punishing people or avoiding them for a meaning that you yourself assigned to that experience with them. What you must consider is that much of your pain in this situation is not because of what you actually experienced, but because of the meaning you've assigned to the experience. Ask yourself, what am I making this mean? Then question that meaning so that you can discern the difference between what is actually happening and what you think the meaning of the experience is. Well, that was a tongue twister. Anywho, Gemini. So you may have had somebody who had prejudged you or prejudged an experience of interacting with you in the past. Maybe they assumed you were a certain way because they had dealt with other people a certain way. Or maybe they're lacking to see you for who you are and are just only observing your exterior appearance. Maybe you've been depressed. Maybe you've been just going through some shit in life, right? Or maybe this person is, and maybe they were a little short with you, or they were distant, but they may have been going through some shit that you didn't know about. Vice versa. Anyways, Gemini, this is a very complex situation, and there's a lot of energies here. Just be aware that there's at least one abuser, and there's somebody who's not, and that there's somebody who needs to heal. So, yeah, it may be you that needs to heal. It may be the connection that's coming in that needs to heal from an abusive situation. However the roles apply them to you in your scenario. All right, Gemini, I will be doing, here in the near future, I will be doing a more extensive, detailed love reading over on my Patreon page. If you'd like to join me over there, I'd love to have you. If this is where we separate and part ways, thank you for stopping by, viewing. Please like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll be back in the near future to provide another reading. Take care.